Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Cornhuskers will put toe to leather and we'll get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Minnesota's offense comes onto the field first today. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
What a fantastic play there from the linebacker position. You think about guys like Trev Alberts, Levante David, some of the Nebraska greats playing the linebacker spot. Those guys were able to run. And because of that, they could get to the quarterback when blitzing. This guy with his speed is a guy that they need to deploy time and time again getting after the quarterback. He's got some wheels.
And the Golden Gophers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's out past the 35. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
The Golden Gophers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Clinton. Here's the pressure. Got a man, it's Smith. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. And the Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field. Now the play fake. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
He'll do it himself. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. So Nebraska's offense will get the ball for the 1st time. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important to get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Let's see what they've got on second down. Davis will throw. Dumps it off in the flats. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Oh, they're after him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Huskers decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
On the run, it's Ford. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Looking for a man. It's Clinton. Complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Golden Gophers will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. From the gun, he leads it with the back. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Davis looking to pass. Snagged out of the... guys have taken some serious lumps in Big Ten play, and I want to see if they've become demoralized.
Yeah, I think you're going to find out a lot about their mental toughness here in this game, because at the start of the season, they were hoping to compete in Big Ten play. They've had some bounces not go their way. They've had some guys get injured. And now is the time in this game right here that you can turn it around by getting a win.
And it's hard. Obviously, such a difficult conference. The Big Ten, you got to bring your A game so many times or else you do get beat. You've had some setbacks. Now, how are we going to finish? We've talked about this season. We've talked about what we want to do, and we might not be living up to expectations, but we can control finishing strong.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Huskers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man on the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Cornhuskers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got it behind the line. It's Nelson.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
It's on target and complete. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be first and goal. And the Huskers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Trying to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Looking to throw on third and goal. Grabbed behind the line. It's Parker. Touchdown, Nebraska! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Extra point here will tie the game.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide. Dump it to your playmaker. Your running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
And here's the return. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. The offense basically has the whole field in front of them, backed up close to their own end zone. Caught over the middle, it's Smith. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. Ball spotted at the 21, it's first down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to throw, it's Clinton. Makes the catch. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Punt is on its way. Here's the return. Makes a move. Oh, what a cut! The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. Turning it on. Jumped on top of the pile. The Huskers want to crank the tempo. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Gets it out fast. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there. It's now a fresh set of downs.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Didn't find a single crack to run through on the last two plays. Let's see if they go up top on 3rd and 10. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Looking for blockers. And the returner is stopped. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Gonna run it. It's 4. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives them some breathing room.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And the Golden Gophers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Rides the back on the option to give. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
The Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll power it inside with the fullback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Sometimes you try to fool the defense with the fullback. Not fooled there.
Well, you better block. Goodness gracious, that's supposed to be a quick hitter, get me a few short yards, and there was nowhere to hit it. They just got hit in the backfield and brought the big fella down quickly.
Quickly to the tight end. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Looking to pass. It's Clinton. Here's a heat. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout. And these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Minnesota! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Davis will throw. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Makes the catch. It's Dozier. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Mills. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
This one's complete. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. First and goal. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Knocked away. Incomplete in the end zone.
And I like the alertness by this defense. First and goal, usually a running type situation. They were ready for the pass, broke on the football, and that could have been a huge play for this defense.
Thanks to grab. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Davis looking to pass. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of a defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cornhuskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gather maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
And the Huskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, Dave.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
The Huskers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Davis will throw. Here comes the heat. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Can't connect on his first throw.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. West Virginia is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Morgantown. They're trailing by just 4 to Baylor. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it. This one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Golden Gophers can really attack on this second and short. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, when the offense goes empty, that triggers the defense to want to blitz. The linebacker came that time. They couldn't get him blocked, and down goes the QB.
Kick is in the air. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Got out of trouble and throws. Wide open downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down.
Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Huskers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They want to see if they can score the deuce. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's 4. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Off the play fake. Got him downfield. streaks into the open. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Running to Green. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The give on the option. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
That's his second sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him, let somebody else beat me.
Fires one high and deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver at his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Huskers will send out the punt. Oh, it's a phony punt. They're going to run it with the up man. And the roll of the dice turns up in their favor as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Davis looking to pass. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Nelson. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Takes the handoff. It's Nelson. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they take it in for 6 more points. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. They say there's no more loyal fan base than the one at Nebraska. Well, this guy is becoming their hero with this performance.
And Nebraska fans have a special place in their heart for a quarterback that can run it, that can throw it, show you all the dimensions of their game because they've had so many great ones in the past. And this guy, he looks like the future.
Here he comes with the return. And the returner is brought down, but there is a flag on the play. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offense starts deep in a hole. Off-play action on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Good news is they didn't lose a ton of yards. The bad news is that's the 3rd sack they've given up now in this game. They have got to do a better job protecting this quarterback.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Hauls it in. And the Golden Gophers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To throw, it's Clinton. On a little time, lets it go. Finds his tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They're backed up just a little. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Golden Gophers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Surging forward on the sneak. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. To the air, it's Clinton. A lot of defenders around on that screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here on 3rd down for this offense. He's looking downfield to throw. Finds his man. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll try the run. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Davis will throw. Zings it complete to the right. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Complete to the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Golden Gophers are in the hurry-up.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Golden Gophers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wants to throw on 1st down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Back to pass. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Rush is on him. He's looking deep. He's got it inside the 15. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Looking downfield, it's Clinton. Trying to find the end zone. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Pressure coming. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action. Had to throw it before he wanted. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, the offense is coming off the field. They didn't have enough yards to get that first down anyway, but by putting it on the ground, they killed any shot of maintaining this drive, and now their defense has to take over in a sudden change situation.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock.
Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Here's the handoff. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Paul.